Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Roland with another edition of Tuesday's Tech Tip. Let me see if I can help somebody today with some understanding. I went to go pick up something that was promised to me, and it was going to be good. But when I got there, everything that they said about the promise was in just some ridiculous trash, it looked like. Every day, all last week was like a test. And I'm like, why am I here? This area is trash. The whole outfit, everything looked like garbage, and I'm like, how can something so beautiful be in something so trash? I felt like I was digging through the trash can looking for something that was told it was a promise in the bottom of this trash can. And I'm digging, I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. This can't be from God. This clearly got to be from the devil. This is some foolishness. I'm not finna dig through this trash no more looking for what you told me was in here. And God told me that you have to trust me. Either you trust me or you don't. I'm like, this don't make no sense, but I noticed what you told me. You told me to come out here and come get this. This is just, I feel like I made a mistake. He said, no, you got to trust me. You got to do like Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding, and acknowledge him in all your ways, and he shall direct your path. And see, a lot of times what we think is that the promise is going to come a certain way. We're looking for it a certain way. And I'm looking for it a certain way. I ain't going to even lie to you. I'm not looking for it to be in the trash, so to speak. I'm not going to be digging and God says sometimes you got to go through some stuff to get what you really want. Do you really want it? Because sometimes you're going to go through a path and it's like, man, can we just exit here, go over here and get the promise? Because you showed it to me. I clearly see it. But you telling me I got to go through this to get to it? And I'm not trying to hear that. But nevertheless, I stayed and I prayed. And I stayed and I prayed all last week, all the way until I got back with that promise. I did not want to stay because it didn't make no sense. A lot of times God do stuff that don't make no sense to you. Quit looking for it to come one way, the way you think it should, and just trust the process. So watch this. I'm coming down 35, coming through Waco. Guess what I see? A billboard that says Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord. I said, man, you got to be kidding me. All right, Lord, I hear you. I hear you. Trust you. Quit tripping. Trust you. Sometimes, as my old pastor used to say, zip it. If you ain't got nothing good to say, keep your mouth shut. So I zipped it, but I prayed. I kept my mouth shut. I kept my emotions in check. But I prayed and stayed on top of it. And here we are. Here we are. I'm still trusting in God. I'm doing my best not to lean into my own understanding because sometimes it don't look right. I'm just being real with you. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. But what helped me is that verse. What helped me is to stay prayed up. What helped me is to learn to keep my mouth shut when you don't have nothing good to say sometimes, because the enemy is coming for your words. So watch what you say. Don't give him no kind of nothing. Don't give him nothing to work with. And a lot of times you got to watch yourself. Watch what the inner you says that tells you this ain't it. This ain't it. Because what our pastor is teaching us about right now is seeing things through God's eyes. Through God's eyes. So work on seeing things through God's eyes. And stop looking at them the way you think they should be. Till next time on Tuesday's Tech Tip, I hope that helps somebody. Stay prayed up. Pay attention. Because God's promise is coming to you, but it may not come the way you think it should.